All right, so if you guys don't know me, my name is Jason Nenninger. I'm the lab director at Greater New Haven Water Pollution Control Authority. I've been there at the facility about 14 years now. Was about 6 or 5 with Jacobs, about 9 with G&H now. And any of you that know me know that I don't pass up an opportunity to talk about Ops Challenge, so I'm going to tell you about Ops Challenge whether you want to hear about it or not. But I hope you take it, back to your utility with you and hopefully spread the word that we do exist, it's a lot of fun, and that hopefully that we can get some more people involved. So I'm going to talk first about Ops Challenge up till now, because this is actually going into year 7 since we've had a team back in Connecticut. It was about 20 years or so while they didn't have a team, so we're really proud to be able to have a consistent team again, and hopefully we get some more involvement, and it'll continue, even past us, maybe taking a step back, we get some new members, and we can get more people involved. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about how long it's been. So 6 years, minus the COVID year, we had 5 competitive years. This is the 5 teams. I put an extra picture of my favorite team, so sorry if you were on the favorite team, my apologies. You guys can figure out who the favorite team was, I guess. So like I said, year 7, we've been pretty successful so far. So I put together a little bit of a summary so far. We participated in 11 competitions, which sounds like a lot. We've had 11 different team members now. A lot from G&H. We had a couple from MDC this year, which was awesome. We went to 8 states, and we've actually received 15 individual event awards, which we're really, really proud of. But why is this important? What does it do for operators? I'll get to that in a sec. The 2022 team, just real quickly, we had 3rd overall in Division II process control, which we're really proud of. It's actually the 4th year in a row we've placed in process control nationally, which is really what we're trying to do here, because we believe the process control event is really representative of, whether or not we know our stuff. Do we know wastewater? We were 14th out of 25 overall nationally in Division II, which was pretty good. We actually were top 10 in a couple other events. We had a 1st place collections event in the regional, which was really cool. That's the most physical and it's the fastest event. We actually surprised ourselves with how well we did there. And we were 2nd place overall regional, so we did get the opportunity to go to WEFTEC this year and represent NUIA in New Orleans. So why are we doing this? Why is this important? So we think, this is the best way that we have that we could reach operators and try and build up their skills and confidence. Really, that's really what it's all about, getting out there, getting operators involved in some of the committees, getting to go to these events, really just building their skills, talking to other operators about what they do, how their plant runs, problems that other people have. And we think that's probably, in my opinion, one of the most important parts of participating in Ops Challenge, really, is just collaborating with other people, getting to know the industry, kind of getting a sense of how big the industry actually is. I mean, it's a small field, but it's crazy that we could put 20,000 people together nationally for a big event. So it's really cool. Just like they said, perspective about how big and how passionate the people in the industry actually are. So I'm going to show a quick WEF video. So I think this kind of it says it better than I can. It talks about just building leadership and cultivating leadership through participation in Ops Challenge.
Friendships and also professionally as training.
It done a lot for me. I'm able to see things in different light, repairs, new innovations. It benefited me to understand water and wastewater infrastructure, but really what it benefited me was I meet people all over the country who I would never have ordinarily met.
There's people out there that may know more than you, and you can rely on those people. So these networking events like this, I have operators that call other operators from some of these other teams, see how they're doing, and they trade information back and forth, and it's probably the biggest benefit.
Ops Challenge has helped me because I was in the lab and I was always trying to figure out a way to get into operations and kind of climb the ranks in wastewater. And in 12 months of operations, I became superintendent.
Wow.
But because of Ops Challenge, because of the experience and the training that I got there, gave me the confidence to be able to do the job. So it was quite a journey once. This has helped me tremendously.
So the skills competition as a training tool is the most valuable way for us to reach operations personnel. It engages that sector of the industry more effectively than any other program that we have. That's been recognized by several international water quality associations, and they have replicated this concept for their own organizations, and they have visited and participated in our competition several times now. Whenever that happens, we always reciprocate and send a team to their countries. We've had the honor of competing now in Germany, Argentina, Colombia, Denmark, and Canada, of course.
I went to Colombia, Cali, Colombia, for their Ops Challenge competition. Representing WEF and Vaughn sponsored us to go, which was really fantastic.
We started in Nuremberg, Germany, where we trained with the German team. They were very helpful in getting us trained. It was like a crash course. We had like a day and a half to get ready.
And that opportunity for operators to connect and have cross-cultural peer-to-peer mentoring of operations personnel is the most fundamental value of this program.
And from Nuremberg, we went to Munich, where the competition was, and it was fun to go over there and be able to compete and represent like USA. It was so cool wearing like, you know, American flag. It was a great experience.
What does it mean to you guys to be representing Germany here?
We are proud to represent our employers.
Yeah. And the sponsoring as well, but it's not possible if you don't have sponsors, so yeah.
What has it been like competing here at Ops Challenge?
It was pretty amazing. We saw some old friends here from the US and make some new friends, of course. And competitions were very interesting.
Everybody's professional, very competitive. I want to be the first one to beat you, but I also want to be the first one to help you out if I can.
Nobody wants to see anybody do bad. We're all helping each other out here, even though we're competing at the end of the day. But we had a lot of people help us, and for us to help them back out to some of these newer teams, we love doing it.
And be able to train newer operators now coming through the ranks and giving them the same opportunity as me, it definitely leads to leaders in our industry, so I'm trying to groom those younger individuals now. So.
Well, and they really stress collaboration and teamwork and communicating as you're going with your teammates and, you know, talking through the actual event, which is great for anyone working in the field.
That's really helped me to professionally realize that a lot of people have invested in me, so I gotta invest back in them. So
somebody gave to us, and we're willing to give back to them as well.
It's been a great opportunity. It's been awesome.
It's nothing like it. I mean, it's always a rush.
So it looks pretty fun, right? Like, you can see how passionate and how serious it is on the national level. I have a lot of really good footage over there, but the effort people put into just their uniforms and just how passionate they are about Ops Challenge. I just really want to, hopefully we'll share that with you guys, and you guys can see how fun it is and how cool it is, and see that there is a benefit to your employees or you yourself at your utility that to participate in this and kind of get the same benefit that we did. You know, Eddie from Rhode Island talked about how he wants to kind of pay it forward to the next generation of operators to be able to participate and get the same benefits that he did. We're kind of looking to do the same thing. So hopefully we guys can get some new people involved. You can take this back to your utilities, spread the word. We're not looking for a huge commitment. It's a couple days a week, usually in the springtime before the regional, and then it might be 1 day a week, half day, before nationals. Hopefully we qualify for nationals. But really, really want to try and get some more people involved this year. It's going to get back to my last slide here. All right, so individually, like I said, I've been kind of preaching the gospel of Ops Challenge for a while now, but it's been long enough to where we actually can see some of the benefit that we've had to some of the operators that have participated. We've had operators pass their 3 and 4 exams recently, during the course of participating in Ops Challenge. A lot of people have advanced into management roles. I know a lot of people even from, maybe not Connecticut, but from the region, people from the Maine team, people from the Rhode Island team all go on to, half of them are superintendents now. And I started this 5-6 years ago, these guys were operators. So, there was definite benefit to the tangible benefit to participating to them. A lot of team members have gone on to be active in the committees in the WIA and CTWIA, which is really cool, so you can get some more involvement in the organizations. And like I said, education through competition. I spent a lot of time practicing for the process control event, which I think really helped me pass the class 4 exam recently. So it was, it really kind of encouraged me to put more into my career. So you get to know all you find people, which has been great. Made a lot of friends doing this. So hopefully we can get, like I said, beating a dead horse here, but get a couple more people involved. This year we had a team from, it was a split team. We actually had a team. It wasn't just our utility. We actually had a split team with another utility, which I think worked out great, which was awesome. We got to learn a lot about their facility. They got to learn about our facility. We talked about their treatment issues. We talked about our treatment issues. There was more of a collaborative. It was almost like an operator exchange. It was really cool. So we'd like to try and keep that going, maybe get some smaller plants involved. So like I said, we're not looking for a huge commitment. We're really looking for people who are motivated, that want to put more into their career than just, kind of showing up and punching the clock. We really want somebody who's wants to make wastewater their career and wants to advance and, and keep going and get to know everybody, participate in the professional organizations. WEFTEC's going to be in Chicago this year, so hopefully we would qualify for that. We'd have to get top 3 at the regional. The regional is going to be a joint competition with NIWIA this year, which is really cool because there's probably going to be 12, 13 teams at the regional this year. But don't let that intimidate you, because the NIWIA teams are going to be judged separately. There's going to be an overall score from everybody, and then the NIWIA teams, the top 3 NIWIA teams, will be judged separately to be able to go represent NIWIA at WEFTEC. Like I said, commitment, it's not a huge commitment. We're looking for half a day, maybe once a week, in April and May, right up to the regional competition. And then, practice in the summer would be, contingent on us qualifying for the national tournament. Travel expenses, don't get overwhelmed. Don't let travel expenses stop you. We've been fortunate enough to have really good sponsorship from CTWIA and a lot of individual corporate sponsors to cover the travel expenses. So that's not an issue. That's all covered. And then the utility commitment on their side would just be making the people available to practice and go to the events. So it's not a huge utility level commitment, just giving them the time to do this. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to say thanks for all the support. We really couldn't have done it, going on year 7 without everybody. Everybody at G&H WPCA that supported us, anybody who's covered a shift for us while we were missing, we really appreciate it. Everybody at MDC that let their guys partake this year, really appreciate them as well. All current and former team members, like I said, we've had 11 now, which is really awesome. Sponsors, Gray Bar in the golf tournament, he's raised a lot of money for Ops Challenge over the years. We really appreciate them too. Sardar Umar, who's been one of our biggest boosters, thank you so much. It's been awesome. And basically anybody who came to our events, I know a lot of people like to come check us out. It's pretty exciting. So we hope everybody can get a chance, if you go to any of the events, to come watch the team, cheer us on. So that's it. Special thanks to all the sponsors. We really appreciate it. Like I said, MDC, thanks for letting you guys, participate this year. Greater New Haven for giving us all the support. CTWIA, obviously, and NIWIA. So that's it.